This video will explain how to randomize color in the Paint Color Modulate control panel. Color randomization in Studio Artist is a powerful way to create rich and complex paints that simulate natural media. It is also a powerful way to create completely unique paint presets. First, let's try auto painting and just adjust some of the parameters on the fly to see what happens. Then I will explain the various parameters afterwards. I will choose Acrylic Simple Bristle 2 from the Natural Media category in the Auto Paint collection and press Action. Now I will toggle to the Paint Color Modulate control panel in the editor. There are two different types of color modulations going on in this panel. The first one is random modulation and the other is a smooth color gradient. These first 5 options randomize the color. Path Color Mod is the type of randomization. Modulate option is what Path Color Mod is randomizing. Modulate type is a fine-tuning of randomization. Modulate source is defaulted to none. In this mode it will just automatically randomize. The other settings will constrain the randomization. Let's try a few different settings to see what happens. If I change the Modulate option to Analogous Mix, and then bring up the modulate amount, the paint adds in the analogous mix. Analogous mixing is an adjacent hue color, so the difference between analogous mix and analogous mix 1 is that one goes one direction on the hue wheel and the other one goes the other direction on the hue wheel. Next, let's play with the gradient. I will change Path Gradient to Source Image Inverse Luminance with a gradient end of white. Now let's change the gradient end to black. I'll just pick a few other gradient ends to show you the different looks. To get a better understanding of what is going on, I'm going to choose the CD Acrylic Thick Wash Paint preset in the CD Natural Media category in the Manual Paint collection so that I can paint manually. I will then toggle back to the Paint Color Modulate control panel. I will turn up the modulate amount and try a few paint strokes. I am also going to change over to the color wheel so I will only be modulating one color, in this case orange. If I change the Path Color Modulate, all of the different settings will create a different randomization of color. When I change the Modulate option, the color scheme will change. I can also choose a Modulate source. If I choose Inverse Pressure, when I press hard, there will be less color randomization. When I press lightly, there will be more. If I change the modulate increment to a low number, the color changes quicker in the paint path. If I choose a higher number, it changes slower. The second type of color modulation is the path gradient. This creates a smooth transition from one color to another. For instance, if I choose Path Length with white gradient, the paint stroke will end in white. If I choose black, it will end in black. I can reverse this by choosing Inverse Path Length. The gradient strength adjusts how much gradient color appears. Play around with these settings and see what you can come up with. When you get something you like, just save your paint preset in the Paint Preset folder located in your main Studio Artist folder.